Gentlemen, if you're looking for a broken pick that makes your enemy want to uninstall, Udyr top at the moment is probably the best top lane on the current patch. S plus tier with a 51% win rate at the moment. In high elo, it gets even stronger. Coming across to the OPGG, 52% overall win rate, 7.4% pick rate. If you go into the trends, Udyr, after the rework, top lane, not played. Definitely not played. Last patch, as people are starting to learn him, 50% win rate. This patch, 52%. Stronger and stronger. It tells me as people start to work out Udyr's kit, at the moment, top lane, he's the strongest performing in this pseudo AP style where you kind of get a little bit of AP and just infinite tankiness and run them down as the enemy team doesn't even know what the champion does at this point. So if you're looking to abuse it at the end of the season, guys, it's free low, learn the kit, gonna jump onto the Rift, break down what some of these Koreans are doing. Some of these Koreans, like this guy got 63% win rate from 100 games. This guy's 56% win rate from 120 games in Masters. You got the high elo players trying to emulate it as well. So without further ado, let's jump onto the Rift and break it down. Jumping onto the Rift, we do a graphs setup in the bottom right, gentlemen. You know the rules. When I'm wearing my glasses, it just means I'm a little bit more intelligent. I use words that perhaps may braze over your small minds. So just try and keep up as we get into the matchup. Up against a Vayne top, probably the biggest counter, so it's going to be a good matchup to watch. You start W, gives you a little bit of a shield. It also, I think, it steals health or it restores health when you auto attack, and it puts you into that stance. So when you hit level 2 and your ultimate, because you can get ultimate on Udyr very early, chat. You can literally like get it from level 1, but obviously you want W, then R, and you can get a little Glacial Storm, and that's at level 2 where you cheese out a lot of your opponents. Still level 1 here, getting abused. You can play very aggressively if you're into a melee matchup, say into something like in Irelia or Yone or Yasuo. You can play very aggressive up front into some of these matchups. However, into a range matchup, Vayne, Jace, just respect the early orders. Let the waves come in. Once they overextend, maybe get a gank set up. There you go. That's the ultimate coming out there. You can see the cooldown is so ridiculously low. And the Udyr rework, whilst I think they intend on it being a jungler, he's just performing so much better as a top lane AP pseudo bruiser where you go Sunfire into Demonic Embrace. I've seen some players even go Night Harvest the Demonic and just go full AP. You can cheese out. It's a champion right now that people still don't understand. They don't know how to 1v1 him. They don't know the limits. So if you put the time in, it's going to pay off because you know the limits and they don't. Simple as that. Hard shoved in here. It'd be a no-brainer against Vayne. The summoners, by the way, you go teleport with Ghost. Don't go flash on Udyr, stupid. Teleport Ghost as we try and secure the cannon, and we are going to get it. I'm just waiting to see if this Vayne does overstep. A lot of the times, they get really cocky against this Udyr pick and try and take a 1v1. They don't realize it. Udyr has such good 1v1 capabilities at the moment. He's so beefy. Just seeing if he wants to cheese out here. Not going to. Just going to shred through the mana bar. Probably look for a reset. You want to get a steel caps early here, very obviously. Goes super low. Honestly, this is fine. You're going to lose lane against a Vayne. Just hold off and wait. Back to base. Gets the boots. Gets the cloth armor. Now, into matchups where you don't need steel caps, usually it is a boots of speed. Boots of movement. You just go as fast as you possibly can without being slowed. It's really annoying to verse. Wait and be patient here. It's always funny how these reworks, mini reworks happen. And it honestly feels like it usually takes a month for people to really start. As you can look at this slow, looking for the all-in now. Vayne pops the ghost. Udyr backs up. There you go. Vayne, no ghost now, only has flash. Wave crashing. Just keep looking for those type of all-ins. Chunk them down. Obviously, if you had a jungle like a Jarvan, I don't know, Volibear, like this guy would be dead 100 times over. You have guaranteed CC, you have a slow, infinite chase. We have a Kayn, so not that much gank potential, but he is wrapping around here. We go in. Gives the kill over to Kayn, gets the assist. Remember the Doran's Ring, you need it for the mana, so don't be stupid. Don't start something like a Doran Shield. You need the Doran's Ring for the mana, a little bit of AP. You have good ratios. Now a hard shove in. We held the Ghost as well for the level 6 all-in. Nobody goes. Oh, the Shaco cheese. We're running, baby. He can't kill. And Udyr is still pretty complex. Like, I've watched the Udyr. I kind of know what he does. I still don't genuinely know exactly what every ability, every stance is doing. I'm just guessing. It's the Seal Caps. Here we go. Now you'll see him slowly make his way towards Sunfire. And then you go the Demonic Embrace, where you actually start getting some ability power on those ratios. Percent health burn. It's really gross. And whilst he's getting picked a lot in Korea, there's also some EU top laner. There's a guy that over 1,000 LP playing a lot of Udyr top as well. So don't just think it's not only Korea. It's literally every region in high elo. People are starting to work out this Udyr top. There's probably great counters. So whilst it probably, at the moment, maybe it's good, but I'm sure there's some really hardcore counters. I mean, in my head, Vayne is the hardest counter, but I'm sure there's some hard counters that beat this pick, so maybe be aware. Maybe try and theory craft some counter picks right now in the comments below. What would do best into an Udyr top? Percent health. I can't think of anything better than a Vayne. Maybe you could run the Azir top with the Leandries like that the Korean guy was doing. Hit the Ghost. This is into a Vayne with ultimate, by the way. Do you see that? Like, that's a Vayne with ult. And you just run him down with the slow, with the shields, and you can't be killed. It's disgusting. And eventually you get strong enough where you do the Bow special and you proxy between the Krugs and tier 2. You sit there, you don't let them come into the tower. I think you run, I'm pretty sure it's Shield Bash as well to get a little bit of extra damage, by the way. Don't go to the Demolish route. Head back with 1,000. The Barmies. There you go. Once you have this Barmies, man, you just sit on top of them. Just tick damage. AP tick damage. Boom, boom, boom. Pow, pow, pow. Infinite W shields. No points into Q. Remember, no points into Q. You don't need it on this setup. You're wasting. Go straight ultimate max with your W shield. The game is looking pretty bloody good. Ice is starting to come back in the meta if you're unaware. Ahead of Worlds. No doubt. Riot Games want Kai'Sa to get another World skin. She's a very attractive champion. So I've been told. So I would say I wouldn't rate game champion on attractiveness, but the skins would sell out like hotcakes. Got a level advantage here. Gonna slow shove back into him. Essentially, what he wants to do is make it a long lane for the all-in. Vayne has Ghost still, so it might be a little bit hard. Once you get on top of the Vayne, I think Vayne's dead, but if Vayne condemns right, Ghost right, Kites right, he can still get a solo. Use that ulti for the wave clear. And here we go. Vayne pops the ultimate. Moving in. Udyr just face tanking everything at the moment. Playing a little bit slow, coming through. Should be able to finish off the Vayne here. Gets the Vayne. Still can't be killed. Gets Azir ulted. You're such a good frontline tank. And when a frontline tank or a bruiser can 1v1 all the DPS, tank all their damage, and then still get a 1v1 and do enough damage, it's broken pick, yes? It's happened often where these tanks just have too high base numbers, especially from things like the Barmies, like the Demonic Embrace percent health. It's simply unfair when you're playing a champion with full damage. Might go down to the Shaco here. Getting very, very close. And we get the 1v1. Jesus Christ. I don't feel bad, but I just feel a little bit disgusted. As enemy team have to be tilted out of their goddamn minds. 1,300 in the piggy bank. looking for the upgrade. TP's back in. Aegis. Aegis. And the wave clear is very nice, right? There's not a lot of top laners with, like, when you have a, like this, you can shove in champions very easily. It's annoying to play a top lane with a champion that shoves slowly. Just allows you to shove in, move for objectives. Obviously, in high elo, Rift Herald is always contested early. This game, not so much, but in general. As we move in, Vayne pops the ultimate. We have Ghost. Oh my god, here comes Shaco though. We're gonna have to try and make it out. Oh, it's getting close. But he moves back in very aggressively. He will go down. Gives the bounty over, but if it ends up being a 1 for 2, it is worth as Kayn retreats. Doesn't know which one it is. Come on, Kai'Sa. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Ronaldo's a great champion. We're busting out of base. CC immune. Coming out. We are trying to make our way into 2 items in the mid game. It's steady. Enemy team is slightly up in gold. But I think compositionally, the large word for some of you, the red side, so Udyr's team, is at an advantage at even gold. I really like their setup. They have a very good front line. Pike Kai'Sa can follow up on the back line engage from the Udyr. And obviously, look at the Kayn items. What the hell is going on here with that? Vayne pops the ult. I think Udyr's just laughing at this attempt. Vayne going in. Try and kite me. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a second. Just kidding. You're not killing me, baby. He got pretty bloody close, though. Let's be honest. But yeah, this pick will manage with any of these cheese top laners. They get way too cocky. You just itemize, man. You can build, obviously, a Frozen Heart on the Udyr top. Make any of these picks useless. And here we go with a little bit of the proxy I was talking about. You want to proxy this, go across, grab the Gromp. Grab the Gromp. I'm gonna grab the blue buff, the naughty boy. Wow. Wowza. And yeah, proxy. If you're healthy enough, go across in the mid lane, cheese them out, hunt them down. Just stick around though, I want to show you guys what happens at 2 items and 3 items if we can get there in this game. We're definitely going to have enough for the Sunfire now. And then we can finally start getting some ability power. We only have 24 AP at the moment. But he gets the blasting, here we go. Gets the blasting wand. 64 AP.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
And if you want to get very, very cheesy, you can just pivot to straight AP. Don't be scared. Probably should be scared. Probably should normally itemize defensively. I've seen things like the Dead Man's Plate, Frozen Heart. But man, don't go something like a Death Cap. Obviously, it's trolling. But just the other AP variation items that are situational to the comps. We are hungry. Wouldn't be surprised if he can ghost under tower and kill Vayne here. If Vayne oversteps, death will be upon him within 5 seconds, guaranteed. He's overstepped. I'm going to start counting down as soon as he leaves the brush. Let's see. 5. 4. 3. 2. 3.5. Enemy team is disqualified. But, this percent health from the Vayne's actually starting to do a lot with depress the attack. Usually you want to be playing into these kind of tanks or bruisers. Still think he had that. A little bit risky into the Vayne. If you... The condemn and the kiting is... It's quite difficult, let's be honest. Wait, you can... He's put 6 points into R? Can you do that? What the hell? It's like Jace. Just because no Q stance? Hey, right, you're the boss. And without Ghost, I think it's impossible to get the all-in on the Vayne. If you just, like, look at that kiting. He has Blade of the Ruin King now. This is going to be very difficult. Gonna have to try and use the help of the Kayn. Comes in. They exterminate the poor little Vayne like a bug. We'll take this tower for ourselves. Looking pretty good, I would say. I don't think Shaco is a threat. It's Tank Shaco. Tank Shaco? Okay. I'm excited. Demonic is coming up. We're probably about 1,000 gold off still, I'd say. Need a little bit more CS. Those are a little bit sour, those juicy fruits in the river. Kind of like a lime taste. But it's like a sweet lime. Like a sweet and sour lime cordial in a drink. Like in grape texture. We head back, get the Giant's Belt. We're starting to get pretty bloody beefy. 2.6k health. 84 AP. 140 armor. We're a force to be reckoned with. As this team comes away with a 4k gold lead here in the mid game. Only threat of the enemy team is probably the Sivir. Sivir Renata. I mean, the Zia could do well. Vayne, I don't think this guy's got a chance in hell the way he's been playing. As we come across, looks like the objective is going to be contested now. We do have the TP, but he's opting to group. Always nice when you have TP to split the other side of the map and use it as a flank or just to pressure the side lane, but he's just A-ramming it here. He knows there's probably going to be a fight. Echo Clone moves in. Honestly, might as well take that down there. Yep. Clear it out. Echo ult down. Should be a free objective now. Going to be a little bit hard for them to contest. We've got Ghost, and we're frontlining. We get pulled back. Enemy team is looking for the all-in. Udyr starts attacking his friend. He's going so low here. The Shaco trying to take him down. Is he able to escape? He is. And it is a 1 for 2. Actually, not that great of a trade here. But he does have TP, so I don't think this fight is over yet. TP deep flank. Demonic Embrace completed. Here we go. Into the Baron Pit. Dragon Pit. We're going to burn down the Renata. Azir goes in. Big Azir ult. And I think you just want to play this very slow. Moves in. Takes down Kayn with the triple. And that's an ace plus a dragon for red side. Doing very well here. And I'm wondering if there's potential for us to see some Udyr top at Worlds, guys. I don't know if the pro players are really investing any time. I saw a couple like Doran, Sword. I saw a couple of high-level players testing it, but no one's fully committing yet.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Could you draft it? It's a little bit risky, but the art of surprise is always a solid strategy as they shred down the Baron. You have 3 minutes, of course, to use this buff. Head back 1200 gold. Gets the wing moon play. It's going to be a dead man's. Oh, I think it wanted the speed, but instead he opts for the armor. And look how fast this shit. This champion is just incredibly fast with that E spam. And imagine if he went boots of swiftness, boots of speed. If boots of speed, right? Swifty boots, mobility boots. Gone crazy, maybe. Don't go mobility boots. Go boots of swiftness. Could actually go Sorks, but probably don't do it. Would be a little bit of fun though. And the reason this pick probably won't be played mid, simply the mid lane mages I think would do pretty well into it. Like you're playing something like the Udyr. Udyr Victor with Ghost. Like you can just kite him out or simply push him back. The lane in mid lane is too short, whilst the lane in top lane is a goddamn football field. I could be a little bit more careful next time, buddy. See Syndra split pushing. We're going to hold mid through. Buff these minions up. Be a nuisance to the enemy team. You can see the Udyr kind of wants to look for the engage. I don't think this is it, pal. They're going to slowly back up as Syndra takes bot lane tower. And we don't have that much time left in the season, guys. Probably, what, 2 months? 2 months left in the season to try and achieve your goals. Udyr finds the engage. Udyr frontlining. Enemy team trying to take him down, but he is just putting up an absolute battle. Can they even take him down? Look at this. This tanks ridiculous amounts of health. Everybody was kind of... Did you see how annoying... Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you see how annoying he is, man? That's all you want to be. A little pest. Speeding around, a little bit of trick 2G action. You know you want to use that movement speed. Dodge all the skill shots. Should be able to open up the base. Mid and bot inhib would be insane. I think it's probably greedy. Just a mid lane inhib. TP coming in topside. Who is that? That's Udyr. He's looking for a flank. Vayne just one-shots the Vayne, and we are going to go bot side, get the reset, 2200 gold. Should be able to get the dead man's. Gets the dead man's plate. Of course, that's moving up. Get 100, you get a little fire behind you, you do extra damage on attack. Movement speed, it's a beautiful item for champions. Like the Udyr. What's he trying to do? Dragon spawning? Kill the red, maybe? Kill the red, look for bot side in here. What's the macro, son? Be careful he doesn't get caught. He does have Ghost. And probably... I don't think they're going to be able to catch him. Oh, Siva. Siva Renata, they're looking for him. I think if they chased, it'd be a bad idea. Shaco hovering. Shaco's gone for Sunfire into Titanic Hydra. Good day, mate. Syndra has TP, so the macro should be 4 bot, 1 top. And just pressure this inhib with Syndra taking 3 towers. Enemy team engages. Honestly, you could take a 4v5. Oh, they're so deep on the mid lane wave. I think the Udyr is just going to go straight for the inhib. Unfortunately, you have 100 AD, so these autos are not going to do too much. But you're still relevant. As he's going to TP into the fight, ignore the inhib. He comes through. I think they're able to find the Shaco. He's burning. Doesn't actually go down. And Udyr had to blow the Ghost. He's running in. And he's fine. Renata. How you doing? On top. Burns it down. TP into the bot lane. That's going to be the GG, gentlemen. And that's the Udyr top right now, doing very well in Korea. Probably one of the best top laners of the patch. Hopefully you have enjoyed the vid. See you on the next one. Peace.